Hello there guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and on this video tonight there is quite a few topics to delve into. So I am going to be giving you some additional information on Paul Pogba, and then I'm going to be giving you the latest news on Donny van der Beek from Ajax and all of that. So let's get straight into it. So we will start with the news on Paul Pogba. So according to recent reports, it's also stemming from Sky Sports, Paul Pogba will stay at Manchester United beyond this season. And it's actually Adnan Januzaj, Paul Pogba's close friend, that has actually come out and said this. Now, of course, Paul Pogba's future has more or less now been resolved. I think Paul Pogba is going to be staying at Manchester United next season. Don't forget, we recently played West Brom in a friendly. Of course, we did play them in two friendlies. We beat them 3-1. But before that, we had lost to West Brom 2-1. Of course, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes played together for the first time in our midfield. And I do believe, that midfield partnership between Pogba and Bruno Fernandes is going to definitely work. Don't forget, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer recently confirmed that, Pogba's and Bruno Fernandes' positions have been changed. Of course, Paul Pogba will be our next number 10. Of course, Paul Pogba throughout his Manchester United career, though, has played quite a few times as the number 10. So that means, Paul Pogba will be playing just behind the central striker, and he will be playing just in front of Bruno Fernandes. Of course, Bruno Fernandes will be playing in number 8. But, United fans have got different verdicts on this. Some United fans would actually, keep Bruno Fernandes in number 10, because that's his predominant position, and plus he's more effective there. And they'd obviously, put Paul Pogba in the number 6, or put Paul Pogba in the number 8 and that. But I did say, didn't I, our first choice midfield trio will be Pogba, Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay. I think, Fred's had an exceptional season, and he will play instead of one of them so often. Obviously, Matic is another midfield option as well. I still think he'll get his chances, Matic, but I think now he will drop more to the bench and that. But like I've said before, I think Bruno Fernandes is key to Paul Pogba's future. He really, really is key to Paul Pogba's future. And, if they can do well together in our midfield, I think Paul Pogba will end up committing his long-term future with Manchester United, and he'll end up signing a new long-term contract at the football club. Because as it stands at the moment, Pogba's got a year left on his Manchester United contract, but the club do have an option to extend it for a further year. More than likely will trigger that 1 year extension on Paul Pogba's contract. But like I've said to Paul Pogba's had a long-running transfer saga. Of course, there's obviously, been narratives of him, possibly going back to Juventus. Don't forget, Paul Pogba did endure 4 good years with Juventus. But, the vast majority of his performances at Man United since he rejoined have been totally comparison to his ones at Juventus and that. Obviously, there has been stories coming out today, by the way, regarding Aaron Ramsey. Like I updated you on my video this morning, Juventus are willing to sell Aaron Ramsey after just 1 year, because this has been Aaron Ramsey's first year with Juventus. And he says that Juventus have put Aaron Ramsey up for sale. And it says, they're planning to sell Aaron Ramsey, so they can, make a move for Paul Pogba and that. Maybe some Manchester United fans would take Aaron Ramsey at the football club. Obviously, reflect on the good pedigree he's got in the Premier League. Don't forget, Aaron Ramsey did endure 11 years with Arsenal. Don't forget that. And he's predominantly a box-to-box midfielder, but you can also put him on the left and you can also put him on the right. To be honest with you, I haven't really watched Aaron Ramsey at Juventus, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, he's got a contract with Juventus till 2023, because when he signed for Juventus last summer from Arsenal, he signed a 4-year contract. Aaron Ramsey's on around 400 grand a week at Juventus, so his wages could be the stumbling block anyway. I think Aaron Ramsey is Juventus' second highest paid player, just behind Cristiano Ronaldo. So Juventus, are willing to get rid of him. But Juventus did get him on a free transfer from Arsenal, but Juventus have recruited a few players in on free transfers in recent years. They got Rabiot last summer on a free transfer. Didn't he get Emre Can a couple of summers ago as well? on the A3 transfer and that. But yeah, revert back to what I said. I think definitely Paul Pogba is staying at Manchester United. Obviously, there's been narratives as well linking him with a move to Real Madrid, because Real Madrid have been long admirers of Paul Pogba. Madrid have been in for him since the turn of the year. Don't forget, Real Madrid were relentlessly linked with Paul Pogba last summer. But the main explanation why Pogba's move to Real Madrid didn't materialise last summer was reflecting on the substantial amount we put on him, because we said last summer we wanted 180 million for Paul Pogba, and Real Madrid were not willing to meet that valuation and that. Real Madrid, may not even make any signings in the summer transfer market, due to their finances and that. Of course, Real Madrid are going to get rid of players, so they're going to generate money in that aspect. Madrid are looking to get rid of Bale. Karim Benzema's coming to an end of his career. There were stories the other week about Eden Hazard leaving. Of course, Donny Ceballos looking to get rid of him permanently. James Rodriguez and that. But Madrid did recruit quite a few players in last summer and spent nearly £300 million. But Paul revealed last year that his preference was to make a move to Real Madrid, because he did say he was dreaming of playing under Zinedine Zidane and all of that. But Paul Pogba did say last summer that he wanted to leave Manchester United because he was seeking for a new challenge, and even publicly admitted that he wanted to leave the football club. Now, don't forget Paul Pogba's agent, Mini Raiola, he obviously, wants his client to leave Manchester United, because he has been in the process, of trying to get his client a transfer away from Man United completed. Obviously, he's had discussions with Juventus' Mini Raiola. Also, I think Real Madrid have held secret talks with Mini Raiola as well. But we've been very, very critical of Mini Raiola since the turn of the year, reflecting on some of the comments he has said. Also, too, Ed Woodward has had some negotiations with him as well. Swap deals have been high on the agenda. Like I said, in recent weeks, Juventus have tried to offer us a couple of their players for Pogba. The other week, Real Madrid tried to, or did offer 4 of their players for Pogba and that. But there you go. But I did say if Paul Pogba left Man United, he'd go back to Juventus. It said, was it the other week or a few weeks ago now, these stories were stemming from League 10 Sport, and he did actually, say Pogba's open to making a move to PSG. I did say, for PSG to get him, they'd either have to offload Mbappe or Neymar, because obviously, they are PSG's, not only PSG's most expensive signings, they are the 2 most expensive players in the world, are Mbappe and Neymar. Obviously, Barcelona have also been in for Pogba in the past. It mentioned a while ago that Inter Milan were also in for the player. Inter Milan have already recruited 3 of our players. They got Ashley Young offers, they got Romelu Lukaku offers, and they also got Alexis Sanchez offers as well. The good news is now, though, regarding Paul Pogba, he is now back from his injury. He's been back a while from his ankle injury. But like I said, his appearances have been limited this season due to his injuries. He's only played 8 times this season for the football club and that, as Paul Pogba. Like I said, Paul Pogba endured a very, very difficult time under the Jose Mourinho era. But, there again, all our top players endured difficult times under the Jose Mourinho era. Paul Pogba so far has won 2 trophies at the football club, and that was the Europa League and the League Cup in his first season at Manchester United. Paul Pogba's received a lot of criticism as well at Man United. I think his biggest critics throughout the course of this season have been Graham Souness and Roy Keane and that, and reflects on this, some people have advised Paul Pogba to leave the football club. Don't forget we had Paul Pogba when he was a lot younger under the Alex Ferguson era, but we had to let him go due to limited appearances. But in reality, you can say we made a mistake by letting him go and all of that. But yeah, we paid 89 million for him, so as it stands at the moment, Pogba is our most expensive signing. And in his current contract at the moment, Pogba is on just under £300,000 per week and that. But yeah, so he's going to stay beyond this season. Like I said, I think to be honest with you, he will be at the football club next season, will probably. But, he's done very, very well in training, to be fair to him. So let's just put that into the equation and that. So that is the latest news regarding him. Now, let's delve into news on Donny van der Beek from Ajax, because these huge developments on him. Now, like he updated you not too long ago, it did say that Manchester United are leading the race for Donny van der Beek. Obviously, the main explanation is due to Real Madrid's finances and that. Now, recently, the Ajax youth coach, Ronald de Boer, he's come out and said that Manchester United could sign Donny van der Beek in the summer transfer window if Real Madrid show no interest in that. So this is what the Ajax youth coach has come out and said. Now, don't forget Edwin van der Sar, who's the CEO of Ajax. He did recently say that Man United are interested in Donny van der Beek. And obviously, we've held negotiations with Edwin van der Sar over, Donny van der Beek's availability. Now, it did say the other week we are planning to hijack Real Madrid's £49 million pursuit of Donny van der Beek. He said we want to get Donny van der Beek in a cut price deal. It says we want to get him for around £36 million or something like that. But I think 36 or even £49 million, I think both of them figures are is a cheap solution, for Donny van der Beek and that. Donny van der Beek, is predominantly a box-to-box midfielder and he primarily plays as the number 6. Obviously, I think some United fans have got a reservation about it though, because we may believe that Donny van der Beek has got too many similarities to the likes of Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. But if we got Donny van der Beek in, I think, we could get, he'd bring the best out of Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes and all of that. Obviously, Donny van der Beek up until this point has spent the entirety of his career with Ajax. He joined Ajax's youth academy in 2008. He was in their youth setup for a good 7 years and he made his senior debut for Ajax in 2015, did Donny van der Beek. And since then has become an integral part of their team. So this has been the 5th season now. He's been in Ajax's senior squad. Don't forget Donny van der Beek was key for Ajax getting to the Champions League semi-finals last season. And he was also key for them winning the Eredivisie as well last season. And he's only in his early 20s, so he's still very, very young. He has got a contract with Ajax until 2022. But we have been in for Donny van der Beek for quite some time. So there's a great chance, that we could actually sign Donny van der Beek in the summer transfer window and that. So that is the latest news on all of that. Obviously, earlier on today, I gave you the news, didn't I, on Jadon Sancho. You know the ongoing situation with Jadon Sancho. Obviously, recent reports have come from League 10 Sport saying, now Liverpool are leading the race for Jadon Sancho. But Liverpool's move for Jadon Sancho hinges on Sadio Mane. So if Liverpool were to sell Sadio Mane, then, they would be looking to recommend Jadon Sancho in and that. Don't forget Christian Falk, who's a German football expert. He recently said that Jadon Sancho will leave Borussia Dortmund on 2 conditions. And that's if, Borussia Dortmund's asking price is met. And that's if Jadon Sancho does force the move. Borussia Dortmund's head of football's recently come out and said that he's convinced that Sancho will stay at Dortmund for next season. And there is still a chance that, Sancho could stay at Dortmund for next season. But if he wasn't to leave in this summer transfer window, I think, he would leave next summer, would Jadon Sancho. But maybe he would be available for cheaper next summer. But, there has been a hell of a lot of clubs that have been interested in him, Jadon Sancho. Now, don't forget, Borussia Dortmund did recently say that they are losing their patience with Jadon Sancho. Something to do with his off-field distractions. Of course, don't forget Jadon Sancho recently got fined £8,000. For breaking lockdown rules. Obviously that haircut picture. And I think, Jadon Sancho is our number 1 priority target because, we've been in for Jadon Sancho since 2017. So we first expressed our interest in him under the Jose Mourinho era. But Borussia Dortmund do remain ruthless over their valuation. The Telegraph did say earlier on this week that Dortmund, do want £115 million for Sancho. He said for a long, long time they wanted £100 million at least. Maybe, £90 million. If we was to offer £90 million for Sancho, maybe that could be enough to convince Borussia Dortmund to offload him. Don't forget, Marcus Rashford did reveal earlier on in the season that he wants Jadon Sancho at Man United next season, and Solskjaer's recently been talking with Marcus Rashford, about Jadon Sancho and that. But Jadon Sancho's got a very, very good friendship with Marcus Rashford. Borussia Dortmund have had a few players on their agenda, who could replace Sancho. I think Borussia Dortmund have been in the process of trying to extend Jadon Sancho's contracts and that, but Sancho's already revealed that his preferred option would be a move to Manchester United. Sancho has got a contract with Borussia Dortmund until 2022, so still a few years left on his contract. This has been Jadon Sancho's third season with Borussia Dortmund, and he's been a revelation since his arrival in Germany. Dortmund paid £8 million for Jadon Sancho from Man City. The main explanation why Sancho left Manchester City is because he didn't get any first-team opportunities. Before he was at Man City, he was at Watford with Sancho. So, the ongoing situation with him. He said recently that Chelsea have dropped their interest because they've come to accept the fact that probably Sancho will end up coming to Man United. Madrid have been in for him before, and also to Barcelona have also been in for him as well. I've mentioned Sancho, I think, on two of my previous videos today. By the way, my previous video is still uploading. On my recent video as well, I give you the news on Ciro Immobile from Lazio. You know the news on him. Obviously, the other day, I give you the breaking news on Jude Bellingham from Birmingham. Obviously, again, Christian Falk, the German football expert, did say that Jude Bellingham has decided to join Borussia Dortmund instead of Manchester United. So, obviously, we are going to miss out now on Jude Bellingham and that. So, I'd say now he's out of the equation is Jude Bellingham. Obviously, like I updated you on my video that I did this morning, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could be given a £1 million bonus if, he guides Manchester United to a top four finish, when the football season does resume and all of that. So, obviously, that's very, very good. Because, like I did say, one of our priorities is that top four. Because, we do want qualification for the Champions League for next season. So that can obviously, help us have more of a competitive summer transfer market and that. And obviously, as it stands at the moment, we are sitting fifth in the Premier League. We are just 3 points behind Chelsea. Just 3 points behind Chelsea. And like I mentioned, our other priorities is the FA Cup. Because we're into the quarterfinals, and obviously, we've got Norwich. Obviously, the Europa League's a priority for us, because we're into the last 8 of the Europa League. So, the FA Cup and the Europa League, is a chance for us getting some silverware on the board under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like I said, if we can win both of them, or at least one of them, it would be a memorable first full season for Solskjaer at Manchester United and that. So, we have got quite a few ambitions, when the football season does resume, just like I mentioned on my recent video that I did. I think, we can get the right number of players in the summer transfer market anyway, and we can get the right calibre players into the football club, because our transfer budget got recently revealed. Solskjaer is going to be given around £269 million to spend in the summer transfer window. So that should be enough. It really should be enough, that. And put into the equation as well, we are going to get rid of players in the summer transfer window. I think we're going to get rid of at least 5 players in the summer transfer window. Maybe we could get rid of 6, maybe we could get rid of 7. But we are going to generate money in that aspect. And I've already gone through with you, I think the players that we're going to get rid of. I expect us to get rid of Jones. We're looking to get rid of Smalling, Rojo and Sanchez on permanent transfers. Because obviously, at the moment, Chris Smalling's out on loan with Roma. Rojo's out on loan at Estudiantes, and Sanchez is out on loan at Inter Milan. Obviously, we're looking to get rid of Jesse Lingard and Andres Pereira and all of that. So definitely, players are going to leave Man United in the summer transfer window. So there you go. So we should get, the players that we want in the summer transfer window. And like I mentioned before, the vast majority of our rivals, are probably not even going to be in the summer transfer market. Probably Man City, they're not going to be in the summer transfer market. Obviously, City have got a lot of money, but don't forget Manchester City are banned from the Champions League for the next 2 seasons for obviously, breaking financial fair play rules. Don't forget back in February, Man City got fined £25 million for this. Of course, City appealed against the decision. I think we know the outcome of their appeal at the start of next month and that. Liverpool may not make any signings in the summer transfer window. Like I said, Tottenham probably won't sign anybody because Daniel Levy doesn't like to spend money at Tottenham, you see. Arsenal, they've had players taking pay cuts as well. But like I've said on my recent videos, us and Chelsea are looking to make transfer moves, to compete with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool and that. And I've got to make an admission, I think Chelsea have done really, really good business so far. They really, really have. Obviously, they're on the verge of getting Timo Werner from RP Leipzig. Chelsea are going to get him for around, is it 53 or 54 million? For around 53 or 54 million. That's his release clause, yeah. And that is a cheap solution because in reality, Timo Werner's worth around maybe 90 or 100 million pounds. Said the other week, that Chelsea had offered Timo Werner around a 5-year contract worth around £200,000. So I can think, has it been made official yet? I'm not too sure, but if it hasn't, it's very, very close to being made official. So that's obviously, Frank Lampard's second signing as Chelsea manager. Obviously, his first signing was back in February when he signed Hakim Ziyech from Ajax for around £38 million. Chelsea now looking to build on this, looking to get Kai Havertz in from Bayer Leverkusen. Recently said that Chelsea put £75 million bid in for him. Ben Chilwell is Chelsea's number one priority target. So there you go and that. But yeah, I think, we're going to do very, very well in the summer transfer window and that. Because like I've said to you, I have seen improvements under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really, really have. And the things that have improved under him, like I said, players have definitely improved under Solskjaer, especially, the top players. I think we've definitely improved in the transfer market under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. What I mean is like Solskjaer's recommended the players that I wanted to recommend in. He's also... we've also been a bit more sensible with our recruitment and that. And Solskjaer's had the backing that I needed. And he'll get the backing that he needs in the summer transfer window. Obviously, in the 2 previous windows, Solskjaer's recommended 5 players into the football club and spent just over £200 million. Last summer brought Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. And in January, he recommended Bruno Fernandes and Odion Ighalo in. Obviously, he got Odion Ighalo on loan, so obviously, Solskjaer's made 4 permanent signings at the football club at the moment and that. And Solskjaer a while back revealed his plans for the summer transfer window. Obviously, Solskjaer's already said he wants to make around 3 major signings at the end of the season, maybe 4 major signings at the end of the season. But Man United are looking to sign players that, will be in Solskjaer's image and his coaching staff. Solskjaer, of course, still wants to continue the policy of recruiting young British talents to Manchester United like he did do last summer. Because obviously, 3 of the 5 players Solskjaer's recommended in so far, of course, are British. We know the areas, where Solskjaer wants to strengthen up. Obviously, he's addressed some of the deficiencies in the squad, reflects on some of the signings he's made so far, but there's still more deficiencies in the squad now that do need to be addressed. Obviously, we're looking to get a right winger in. We're looking to get a midfielder in. We're also looking to get a centre-half in, even though we have got a lot of centre-halves in the team. And I think, we're still looking to get a striker. It's still high on our agenda. He's getting a striker in. It did say a few weeks ago that Solskjaer had decided to shelve plans of getting a striker because obviously, he wants to see how Mason Greenwood develops. And also, too, it got announced the other week that Odion Ighalo had extended his loan at the football club. But we are still looking to bring a striker in because obviously, we've got... we let Romelu Lukaku, don't forget, leave the football club last summer. Obviously, he went to Inter Milan for what, 70 odd million pounds. And, you can say, that we did make a mistake by getting rid of Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku did endure 2 years at Manchester United, and I think he scored like 42 goals in 96 games in all competitions. We did pay £75 million in from Everton in 2017 and that. So basically, we need an adequate replacement for him and all of that. But, we need to get the right players in the summer transfer window, because obviously, we want to be challenging for the title next season. We do, because, we haven't won the Premier League title since 2013. So the last time we won it was in Alex Ferguson's last season. We have been inconsistent, for the last 7 years as well. Let's also put that into the equation. But like I've said to you before, Solskjaer does deserve at least another season at Manchester United. And he does deserve at least a couple of more transfer windows, because Solskjaer is, still in the process of rebuilding this Manchester United team. Obviously, the vast majority of these players anyway are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's. The vast majority of these players are Jose Mourinho's, don't forget. I think there's still a couple of players even from the Van Gaal era. The vast majority of the players Van Gaal brought in, though, have now left the club. There's obviously matter here from the David Moyes era, and I still think there's a couple of players here from the Ferguson era. So, put into the equation, Solskjaer is inheriting all of them. He's inheriting all of them. So, let's just put that into the equation. But yeah, he does deserve at least another season. But Ed Woodward, said he's willing to back Solskjaer quite a few times this season, and he has also assured that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is safe, as Ed Woodward. Even though earlier on in the season we enjoyed our worst start to a Premier League season for 30 years. Also too, the Glazers are willing to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. And like I said, some United fans have got different verdicts on Solskjaer. Some United fans think he is the foreseeable future for the club and he can, get us back to where I want to be. And some United fans don't think he's the right manager to get us back to where I want to be. Some United fans think we need to recommend the manager in, who knows the strappings of the club. Or we need a manager at the top level, such as a Jurgen Klopp or a Pep Guardiola or something like that. But time will tell with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because at the end of the day, he's a club legend. He was a great player for the football club for 11 years and that. Obviously, my reservation, though, by him, he is inexperienced as a manager. Because obviously, Man United is the third club in his managerial career. Obviously, before he was with us, he was at Molde, won a couple of Norwegian titles with Molde. And before he was at Molde, he was at Cardiff. Of course, enjoyed a very, very short tenure with Cardiff, did Solskjaer. I think he only managed around 29 games for Cardiff, and his record was disastrous. But the main explanation Solskjaer got sacked from Cardiff, was because, he ended up getting Cardiff relegated and that. I think as it stands at the moment, Solskjaer's got around 2 years left on his Manchester United contract and that. There was stories coming out the other week as well, saying that we'd taken a £140 million loan from our £150 million revolving credit facility to help us through the coronavirus crisis and to help us get the right calibre players into the club. Don't forget, now our net debt is just over £429 million. That had been confirmed quite a few weeks ago, that our net debt is just over £429 million, because our debt had risen up by almost £130 million. So let's, just put that into the equation as well. But really, really looking forward to the football season resuming, like I've said. Obviously, the Premier League does resume on the 17th of June, which is on Wednesday. Obviously, it's Man City against Arsenal, Sheffield United against Villa. Liverpool play Everton. Is it on Saturday or Sunday of next week? So really, really looking forward to it coming back. We play Tottenham on the 19th of June, which is next Friday. It's going to be interesting to see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer approaches that game. I'm very, very confident we can win it anyway. I think Solskjaer's got an idea of what 11 he's going to go with against Tottenham. To be quite honest, I think he's got an idea of what his best 11 is and what 11 he's going to go with for the remainder of the season. I think he's got an idea of what formation he's going to go with as well. Solskjaer has been changing formation a lot this season. A lot as well. He has gone with a 4-2-3-1 formation this season. A few times he's gone with a 4-3-3. A few times he's gone with three at the back. From my own perception, we look more expansive with three at the back. I think in the games against Chelsea and Manchester City, Solskjaer went with a 5-3-2, and look at that, worked as well. So he has, done well in games. He's done well in the big games as Solskjaer. What I mean is the way he's approached them games and that. He's tactically nullified, the oppositions in them games, as Solskjaer. So he'll be looking to tactically nullify Tottenham, will Solskjaer as well. But he's got, like I said, he's got an idea, of what his best 11 is going to be. Solskjaer, is looking to beat Jose Mourinho for the second time as a manager, because he's already beaten, Jose Mourinho once, because we beaten Tottenham earlier on in the season by 2-1. But we have beaten Tottenham, I think, twice since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got recommended in to the football club and that, And we have got a fully fit squad. We have got a fully fit squad for the game against Tottenham. Like I said, Pogba's now back. Marcus Rashford is also back from his back injury and that. I did say before, didn't I? These decisions that Man United have got to make, probably ahead of next season, there's decisions we've got to make. There's decisions we've probably got to make before the season resumes as well. Left back, we've been faced a bit of a dilemma at left back, to be honest with you. I think Luke Shaw will remain our first choice left back, because Luke Shaw's more experienced than Williams, but Williams has still enjoyed a very, very good season. David De Gea, of course, is going to remain our number one, but obviously David De Gea has been our number one for several years anyway. Obviously, Garlo's starts may be limited now, because obviously Marcus Rashford is back. So there's some decisions that we've obviously got to make. The news on Angel Gomez, by the way. I give you the news on him on my previous video. According to The Athletic, Angel Gomez is close to signing a new contract with Man United, but there's no agreement that's been reached as yet. The new contract we've offered him is around £25,000 a week, reportedly. On his current contract at the moment, he's on around £17,000 a week. And obviously, his current contract does expire at the end of this month, does Angel Gomez. So, yeah, Angel Gomez now could be staying at their football club. The good news is for us, though, Dele Alli will be missing the game next Friday because he recently got a one-game suspension from the FA for coronavirus offence social media posts and that. So, he's going to be missing. But Tottenham have got the likes of Kane and, Human Son back and all of that. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes, below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always. And take care. God bless. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.